All right, Thursday, October 29th. 1, it's almost the end of the month. 2, it's almost the end of the week. 3, it's almost the day where we're allowed to eat a copious amount of candy and not be judged. If you guys can't tell, I like Halloween for the fact that I get to eat a lot of Reese's peanut butter cups. P.S. It's Reese's, not Reese's. Fight me on that. But no, let's get into it. What do we got going on here? Core temperature warm up, which is to get that core temperature up. Some full range of motion about the joints. If we're kind of feeling a little foggy, groggy, just kind of wake us up. We're doing rolling. All right, we're going to do rolling times 3 rounds here, and our penalty is an assault bike. So if I got 95, so it's 5 away from 100, I have to do 5 cows on the assault bike. Cool. All right, then we have PT specific 3 rounds of the following: 15 each side, banded external rotation. With elbow at side. So remember, this can be with our crossover symmetry bands, or if we have a big class, we're going to use those thin red bands or those thin yellow bands. Making sure that we're not up in our traps with shoulder blades rolled back and down with that nice little pinch, a nice little retraction and depression of our shoulders, also known as adduction of our shoulder blades. Sorry, went anatomical on you. Doing that, and keeping that elbow at the side. Just because I have the ability to go all the way out here doesn't mean I need to, friends, all right? Just go until you do feel those behind the shoulder muscles rocking and rolling. Then we have 5 jumping negative pull-ups here, okay? I'm gonna give us actually a range right now of 3 to 5, but those negative pull-ups are where underneath that pull-up bar, you're jumping and you're controlling yourself down, okay? With this, especially that first round, I would shoot more towards that 3 number instead of that 5. And then rounds 2 and 3, we can go maybe 4, then 5, or 5 and 5, 4 and 4, something like that. We're just doing that to warm up our biceps, to warm up our lats. Not so much for the workout that we have, even though it is going to help, but for those strict pull-ups that we have afterwards. Then we have a 5 cal assault bike burst. So what I'm asking for this here is start with you're going to start off with a moderate pace and then really just start to rock and roll. So those 5 cows are probably going to take about 5 to 12 seconds, all right? But you're just ramping up until you hit those 5 cows. Cool. 3 rounds of that. Then we have interval intensity. Looky there, I spelled something wrong. Imagine that, guys. But I caught it. That's good. Interval. There. So interval integrity. So we're alternating every 3 minutes each for time for 18 minutes. So it's 3 times through. All right. So how it works, you can do interval 1. If it takes you 2 minutes to do it, you have a minute rest. Then you go interval 2. Then we go interval 1 again, and then 2, then 1 again, and then 2. Okay. So interval 1 is a 30/25 cal assault bike. Interval 2 is a 40/30 cal row. So this is a progression for the workout we did last week of the 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Sorry, 5, 5, 3, 3, 1, 1. Apologize there. On the assault bike and the rower. So we're just working on that because we are going to retest that. That was a very good workout to see how we do in those shorter time domains, which are very, very popular in the open. So we are looking at that 30/25 cal assault bike to take 2 minutes roughly, and also that 40/30 cal row to take about 2 minutes. Yes, I could get the 30 cals done in 1 minute, the first round, the second round. However, is there going to be a huge drop off on my 3rd round? So we want to make sure that we are pacing this correctly, but not too much. So it's that fine line. I am thinking for those 30 cals, I'm going at about 85% with this, mainly because we are looking for about 2 minutes of work and 1 minute of rest each time. And then same thing for that calorie row. Fun fact, if you are keeping a 1200 calorie per hour pace on the rower, men, it's going to take you 2 minutes to do that rowing. All right, those 40 cals. Females, if you're holding 1,000 calories per hour, it's going to take you about 2 minutes to do your 30 cals. Okay? Just so you know, it's a good time frame. I mean, that's the time frame if you guys want to think about what you should be holding here. And then we have B, which is accumulate 30 strict pull-ups. With this, if you're like, man, I can do that in 3 sets, let's make them weighted. Okay, so I am looking at this to be 30 strict pull-ups in sets of 3 to 5. So once again, if strict pull-ups are really easy for you, we're making these weighted. Or maybe we're making them strict chest to bar pull-ups. That's an option too. I say that because we want it to still be challenging for everyone, and sometimes we do have to scale up, not always scale down. Now, if we do need to scale this, we want to scale this down. We want to make it a scale that is still challenging. So, and I still want that number 30 also. So we need to put that in there too. So maybe we are doing, instead of instead of strict pull-ups here, we are doing some banded, or maybe we're doing some ring rows with a pause at the top. Okay, so that's what we got going on today, interval integrity. I'm calling it that because it is going to get spicy at the end for sure. But the overall feeling I want on that is that you're doing about 2 minutes of work at about 80 to 85% for that wonderful workout. For people that are like, man, those calories aren't enough for me, I just want you to know I'm putting it out there. One of these times is that for competitors, it's 40/30 cal assault bike and 50/40 cal row. Okay, just so you guys know. That's what we got today, friends. Love you all. These videos are taking about 7 minutes, but that's okay. Signing off.